Hey everybody, Lady B here. This is jewelweed, if I can spit it out. Got this out at my daughter's. It's also known as waterweed, and I picked this the other day, but I've tried to keep it so that you can see. But most of the blooms have fallen off. But this is the blooms. This is the weed, and it grows where it's really moist. I wasn't going to get it quite so soon, but I've been taking my son-in-law back and forth to work because their vehicle is down. And when I took him home the other day, there was deer eating the jewelweed. So I figured if I was going to get any, I better go ahead and get it now. Anyhow, several years ago when Logan was still here, he got poison ivy real bad. And I made him a tea out of the jewelweed. I didn't do anything else with it. I just put it in a pot and put on there, do not drink, of course. But all I'm doing right now is just cutting them all up, flowers and all, stems, leaves, everything. And I'm going to put it on the stove and let it simmer for a couple of hours. And I'm taking the really bad leaves off here. But what I'm going to do with it this time is put it in ice cube tray. And that way it will be ready for whenever I need it. I'm going to go out back and do some cleaning, and I definitely know that there is poison ivy out there. So this is a just in case. I hope I don't get it, but sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, depending, I guess, on how bad I get into it. But want to have it ready just in case. But I'm putting all this in here, and I'm going to put some water over it and put it on the stove to simmer for probably a couple of hours. And then, depending on how much liquid I get out of it, I may cook it down even farther. Just depends on what I end up with. But anyhow, I'm going to get off here and pour a little bit of water into this. Definitely going to take more than that. That'll do it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this up and put it in here and put it on the stove. And then we'll be back in just a little bit when it finishes simmering. Okay, this has been simmering for a couple of hours. And I even turned the stove off and I forgot about it, so it's actually even cooled down too. But anyhow, I'm going to strain it. And I knew there was going to be more than 2 cups. Look at that rich color. I may put it on the stove and let it cook down even more. Oops. Yeah, good. Nope, none of them got in the tea here. I'd say it's probably about, well, I just did put one in there. Okay. So I make a mess. I'm going to go ahead and clean out the pot. Put it on the stove and let it cook down just a little bit more. Make it real good and rich. And I'll let it cool down. Put it in the Oh, I was trying to think of what it was called. A silicone ice cube tray that I got. It's just real little tiny. But anyhow, I've got to get that out. So I will be back with you all in just a little bit. Okay, everybody. It's actually the next day. And this is my second cube tray of jewelweed cubes, I guess you could say. But anyhow, like I told you before, I don't know if I told you right now or not, but I told somebody. I think it was Bill Stony Creek or somebody on the Facebook that I was having technical difficulties again. And I might do a video and show y'all what it's doing and see if anybody can help me. If I know these, I think I need to buy another one of these trays so I can do both of them at the same time. But it took forever for this, and I don't know if it's the silicone or what it is, but it took forever for these to freeze. And I'm really surprised that my phone actually stayed on pause this long. I had to make sure that I didn't put it back on the video and do anything with it. Anyhow, there is my jewelweed cubes. And here's some more jewelweed cubes. So I guess I'm ready to go out in the backyard and do some cleaning. But that's going to stain my hands. Oh well. What I did with Logan before, when I made the jewelweed tea, all I did was take a cotton ball and dip it in the tea. Of course, I put it in a little teeny bowl. But I took it in there and dipped it, and I kind of daubed it on his poison ivy. And I don't know if it did or not. I have to take his word for it, but he said it even stopped the itching. But within about 3 days, his poison ivy was gone. He says, Grandma, he says, it's magic. I told him, I said, no, honey. I said, it's just medicine made out of weeds. He says, that's cool. But anyhow, I miss my babies. But I'm going to get off of here. So I don't have an excuse for not going in the backyard and cleaning now, do I? But I'm going to get off of here, and I'll talk to you all later. Y'all take care. Stay safe. And I sure appreciate each and every one of you for watching. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.